For the 1/3 of your life you spend completely unconscious, you call it rest. But what if it's actually the most critical, active job your brain performs all day? The science of what happens after you close your eyes involves a hidden cleaning system and the secrets of your internal clock. Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Today's mission, well, it's pretty clear. We're digging into the science of sleep, the mysteries of dreams, too, and why sleep hygiene is just so important. We've got a stack of research here. Everything from brain scans to really practical tips, basically a shortcut to understanding what's going on when you're asleep.
Absolutely. And it's crucial to get this. Sleep isn't just, switching off. It's active. It's essential. It affects nearly everything, your brain, your immune system.
Yeah.
It's definitely not downtime.
Okay, so if it's not just powering down, what is it for exactly? Because let's be honest, many of us treat it like it's optional.
Yeah, that's common. Well, its single biggest purpose, that's still a bit of a mystery, biologically speaking.
Right.
But we know it does multiple things. It's key for restoration, like muscle repair, releasing certain hormones, topping up energy.
Right, the physical repair stuff.
Exactly. And there's brain plasticity. Super important for learning, for memory, how your brain actually changes and adapts. And maybe the most fascinating part, the housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, the glymphatic system. Think of it like this. During sleep, your brain actively flushes out waste products, neurotoxins like beta amyloid. It's literally taking out the trash.
Wow. That brain flushing idea is incredible. Makes you think, what happens if you don't sleep enough? Does that junk just pile up? So, okay, how does the body even manage this switch from being awake to this complex sleep state?
It's basically a balancing act. Two main forces interacting. First, you've got the homeostatic process. Think of it as sleep pressure. The longer you're awake, the stronger the pressure gets. Driven by chemicals like adenosine, it builds up, telling your brain, hey, time to rest.
Okay, so that pressure builds. What's the other force?
That's your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour clock. It's controlled by a tiny spot in your brain, the SCN. It cues things like melatonin release, especially as light fades.
The mechanics are just, they're mind-blowing. I read about this flip-flop switch the brain uses for those really quick transitions between sleep and awake.
That's right. And it's stabilized by something called the orexin system.
Orexin, okay.
And when that orexin system fails, like you see in narcolepsy, it shows you how critical it is. It's like the gatekeeper between being awake and being asleep isn't working right. The boundaries blur. It's not a slow fade. It could be abrupt.
Right, not a dimmer switch, more like an on-off that can malfunction.
Exactly. And once you are asleep, it's not just one long blank state. Your night is structured. It's a journey through cycles, repeating roughly every 90 to 110 minutes.
So what's happening in those cycles? Take us through it.
Okay, so each cycle has different stages. Most of your night, maybe 75%, is NREM sleep, non-REM. You gradually go deeper into stage N3. That's slow wave sleep.
Deep sleep.
That's the one. It's really vital for physical repair, boosting your immune system. Then you cycle into REM sleep, rapid eye movement.
The dream state.
Often called paradoxical sleep, yeah. Your brain looks almost awake on scan, super active. This is when most vivid dreaming happens. And crucially, muscle atonia kicks in.
Ah, the paralysis. So you don't act out your dreams.
Exactly. Keeps you safe in bed while your mind is off, fighting dragons or whatever. And this whole structure, this architecture, it changes as you age. Babies need tons of REM for brain development. Older adults, often much less deep N3 sleep.
Which brings us to dreams themselves. People often just wave them off like, oh, weird dream. But the research suggests they're not just random mental noise, are they?
Not at all. Dreams seem to serve real functions. They're involved in memory consolidation, processing what happened during the day, and they offer a kind of safe space, neurologically speaking, for emotional regulation.
Processing feelings, especially stress.
Precisely, helping you work through things emotionally.
And that weirdness, the illogical stuff in dreams. There's that overfitted brain hypothesis suggesting maybe the craziness is actually useful.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea that the noise might help break rigid thinking, maybe even boost creativity or problem solving by shaking things up a bit, like preventing your thinking from getting stuck in a rut.
If you're finding this deep dive valuable, take a moment to subscribe to make it make sense. New topics are broken down every week.
So not a bug, but a feature.
Could be. And look, treating sleep like something you can just cut back on. It has serious consequences. We're talking impaired thinking, bad judgment, memory issues.
Yeah, the immediate effects are obvious.
But also increased risk long-term for chronic diseases, obesity, heart disease, and it definitely weakens your immune system.
Which makes you wonder, why do so many of us struggle? Is it just modern life?
That's a big part of it. You hear about social jet lag. That's the clash between your internal clock, your chronotype, and society's schedule.
Chronotype like being a night owl or an early bird.
Yeah.
A wolf or a lion.
Exactly. If you're naturally a wolf and night owl, but your job demands you're up at 6 a.m., that's a constant misalignment. It's not about being lazy. It's biology clashing with schedules.
So understanding your chronotype is actually pretty important.
It really is. Knowing when you naturally feel most alert can help you structure your day better.
Okay, let's get practical then. Based on all this, what are the key things people can do to improve their sleep?
Right, actionable stuff. The biggest one, consistency. Go to bed and wake up around the same time. Yes, even on weekends, as much as possible. It anchors your circadian rhythm.
Consistency, got it. And the bedroom environment.
Make it a sleep haven. Cool, dark, and quiet. Darkness signals melatonin release. Being too warm is a common sleep disruptor.
Cool, dark, quiet. Makes sense. What about light?
Light is huge. Get bright light in the morning if you can. Sunlight is best. It tells your brain, wake up. But then in the evening, dim the lights. And definitely avoid bright screens, phones, tablets, computers for at least an hour before bed. The blue light is particularly disruptive.
Okay, manage light exposure and obvious ones maybe, but caffeine and alcohol.
Yeah, steer clear close to bedtime. Caffeine is a stimulant, obviously, and can linger for hours. Alcohol might make you feel sleepy initially, but it disrupts sleep architecture later in the night, especially REM sleep.
Good reminders. And if you try all this stuff, you're consistent, cool, dark room, managing light, and you still have problems.
That's when you really need to consider seeing a professional. Persistent issues like really loud snoring, gasping in sleep, feeling excessively tired all the time despite sleeping, or unusual sleep behaviors. Those could signal an underlying sleep disorder that needs proper diagnosis and treatment.
Don't just ignore persistent problems. Seek help.
Absolutely. Because ultimately, sleep isn't just passive downtime. It's a non-negotiable pillar of your health. Your physical health, your mental health, your well-being.
So the big takeaway here for you listening, maybe it's realizing that foggy feeling isn't just tiredness. It could be, that brain waste literally building up because the cleanup crew didn't get enough time. Or maybe it's reframing your weird dreams not as nonsense, but as your brain doing important work, maybe untangling emotions or even sparking insights, and understanding your chronotype. That's not just a fun fact. It's a tool, a way to align your life with your body's natural rhythm.
Exactly. This deep dive really is about empowering you to see sleep not as a luxury you can cut, but as the absolutely essential, dynamic, and frankly fascinating process it truly is. Treat it like the foundation it is.
Thanks for joining our deep dive. If this sparked an idea for a future topic, let us know in the comments below. You can continue your journey by watching the video YouTube has selected for you right here, or subscribe to catch all our future breakdowns. We'll see you in the next one.